Hi, I'm Daniel Love. I'm the clinic director at our Court Physical Therapy Clinic here in Corden, Indiana. And this is Megan. She's one of our athletic trainers here at Corden High School, and she's going to be helping us with the DorsaVi testing today. We are excited at Court to be offering DorsaVi testing, which is a new technology that we're bringing to the area. The way I like to describe this is it's a mobile biomechanics lab. And it's a really cool setup to really help us assess athletes and to help them prevent injury, rehab from injury, and then perform at a higher level going back from injury. The test that we're going to be doing is called the Athletic Movement Index. It is a very active test, a very difficult test. Megan's going to be demonstrating that for us here in a little bit. This test was developed specifically to address the ACL epidemic. We've all probably heard of people who have torn their ACL and how big of an impact that can have on their athletic career. And this test was developed to help prevent those injuries and also to rehab from those injuries. The beauty of the test is it's also meant to help with all lower extremity injuries. So if you think about ankle sprains, hip pain, knee pain, the test is really developed to address that. You'll see as we go through this that it's a little different than what you might go through from typical testing, even in a rehab clinic. Three of the things that make it different is that one, it's very single leg focused. So Megan's going to be spending a lot of time on one leg during the test. The second aspect is it really helps us define what is happening at the knee. So a lot of lower extremity injuries, especially ACL injuries, occur from the knee positioning in what's called a valgus position. And this test, by putting wearable sensors on there, allows us to measure the degree of that valgus very specifically and also the speed of that valgus. So basically, when we teach this to kids, we tell them that we don't want their knee to dive, and if their knee does dive, we want it to dive in a controlled way. And the test is going to allow us to see how that is happening. And then lastly, the test is designed to fatigue the athlete. We all know that injuries are a little more likely to occur in the second half or second part of different athletic events. And so as we see Megan going through this test, she's going to get pretty tired. And that's something that we want because we want to see how her movement patterns hold up. The test is currently being offered at select locations within Court. And we want everyone to know that the test is often a part of typical insurance. And so if you're coming to us in Court as a rehab patient, this test is included as part of that if you're an athlete at these locations. It's not an extra cost, it's something that we bill through insurance, and that's one of the questions that we typically get from people. We also offer it on a cash pay basis, and so if you're someone who wants to really focus on that performance but you don't have an injury, that's something that we can offer in the clinic as well. And then finally, we're using the test at a group level. So periodically you might hear about us working with different high school teams, with different collegiate teams or club teams, and then across the nation this test is even being used on professional teams, and that's something that we're continuing to develop within Court. This all fits with our approach at Court with athletes when we look at preventing injuries, first of all, recovering from injuries when they occur, and then increasing performance to help athletes succeed on the field.